Good morning, everyone. I'm Elizabeth McKenna.
And I'm Charlie Fleming, and we'll be your MCs for this morning's class officer speeches.
Starting off this morning's campaign trail will be the candidates for the 2019-2020 Student Council co-presidents.
All students vote for Student Council co-presidents. There are 5 teams of worthy candidates. We will begin with Olivia Blazek and Sydney Lape.
Hi, I'm Sydney Lape.
And I'm Olivia Blazek.
We would love to lead Student Council next year. Olivia has a passion for leadership as she volunteers at Kiwanis Soccer, her church, is an editor of the yearbook, runs track, and also participates in robotics.
Sydney has experience on Student Council and has loved her years being a part of it. She's a part of Veterans Service Club, plays basketball and soccer, and is also a part of the National Honor Society and Cum Laude.
We have lots of ideas for how we could make our school better and improve it as a whole. Our school, especially because of its size, has a great impact on the earth, and we love to make the impact as positive as it could be.
We also know that many students care about homecoming. As much as students love staying at the dance all night, we want to make this the best possible night for students, as it only happens once a year. We want to begin by taking input from you all to come up with bizarre homecoming themes that we can make happen.
We also want to create a greater connection between the community and our high school, and suggest doing this by making volunteering easier for students. Student Council as a whole volunteers at lots of events around the community, but we want to make such opportunities more known to students.
We hope that you all vote for us for Student Council co-presidents for next year and see all our ideas that we have to offer.
We think that we can make the school a better and happier place to be around and appreciate every vote.
Liv and Sid will get the job did.
The next set of candidates will be Alex Criss and Will Reynolds.
Hi, I'm Will Reynolds.
And I'm Alex Criss, and we want to be your Student Council co-presidents.
Together, we have 3 years of experience on Student Council. We have gone to many different volunteering events throughout the year and love them all, which is why we want to be your co-presidents.
Will is captain of the boys varsity tennis team and has been running varsity cross country for 3 years. He's very active in the school community through Bear Down and loves supporting his peers.
Alex plays both varsity softball and basketball. She is the co-junior director of Interact Club and member of the Cum Laude Society, as well as the voice of your morning announcements.
Our main focus as Student Council co-presidents is on student involvement and providing additional lunch options for underclassmen with closed lunch.
We plan to work with the administration as well as local businesses to bring food trucks to campus for everyone that has closed lunch or cannot leave due to campus parking.
Another goal of ours is to get involved with students who are not members of Student Council. We hope to do this by providing larger support to clubs here at school by raising the limits on grants and finding volunteer opportunities that are open to all students and can help you guys get your required service hours.
We want to hear your voice and opinions on decisions such as homecoming and Spirit Week themes. We want to bring back Twitter so that we can hear from all of you. And finally, we want to bring back spring break classes because we know you all miss them.
We would absolutely love to be your Student Council co-presidents and make all of these ideas come to life, but we need your help.
So vote Alex Criss and Will Reynolds for Student Council co-presidents.
The third set of candidates are Molly Mitchell and Nicholas Mullins.
Good morning, Golden Bears, and happy Wednesday, May 1st. Golden Bears, this is my friend, Nick Mullins.
And this is my friend, Molly Mitchell, who reads the announcements every morning.
Nick and I are running for Student Council co-presidents because we believe that in order for the high school to have a welcoming and hardworking environment, there needs to be people in charge that carry these same traits.
If elected as co-presidents next school year, we hope to make the council itself more inclusive in order to mirror that same dynamic throughout the high school. Making high school more engaging excites each of us, whether it's through a fun homecoming night or a collective cause to make the community a better place.
We also know how students get excited over small gestures done well. Sunglasses before spring break, colorful pencils for the week of finals, and candy on Valentine's Day. Encouraging and initiating small acts for big impact are our main focus.
Blatantly, Student Council has funding that your clubs do not. Next year, we hope to expand our outreach and efforts to grant requests for funding. That means that Knitting Club can buy their own needles, and Game of Thrones Club can buy a projector for their watch parties. We can give you guys money to buy popcorn for these too, but I can't promise that I won't eat it all before we find out who's going to claim the Iron Throne.
Finally, Nick and I know that we are running against some pretty awesome people with pretty awesome ideas of their own. Above anything, we hope to collaborate with these people and anyone with good ideas to push council to its best next year. Thank you.
Next, we will hear from Taylor Shockley and Gilly Turnbull.
Hi, I'm Taylor Shockley.
And I'm Gilly Turnbull, and we're running to be your 2019-2020 school year Student Council co-presidents.
We've both been a part of Student Council and have had many leadership opportunities in the past years and are hoping to continue to do so as your presidents.
We want to do everything we can to ensure that students have the best experience at UAHS. We know with all the construction, there are many challenges that we as students will be dealing with, whether this be parking or just struggles with the transition. We are dedicated to finding solutions to the problems that we are facing or will be facing next year.
Another thing we would like to do is improve our school spirit. Being a football cheerleader for the past 5 years, I see the need for the improvement of attendance at all sporting events. We need to make sure that we are coming together and supporting our fellow classmates in all extracurricular activities. All students work very hard to make their performances the best, and we are hoping to improve attendance at all school events by making them a fun, exciting experience for all.
We are open to any and all suggestions that you as students may have. We want to make sure your voices are heard since it is your experience we will try to do better.
As co-presidents, one of our main responsibilities will be homecoming. We hope to make it a more interactive experience that all students will want to attend.
In order to do this, we want you as students to have a bigger voice in deciding what you want there, to make sure the evening will be enjoyed by all.
We hope to gain your vote as Student Council co-presidents for next year and look forward to working with you to better our school.
Vote for Gilly and Taylor. You won't regret it.
Last but not least, we'd like to invite Jessica Stelzer and Avery Zelina to share their ideas.
Hello, Golden Bears.
I'm Jessica Stelzer.
And I'm Avery Zelina.
And we're here to answer your prayers.
We know you don't want to be here this early for morning office hours.
But listen for just 1 minute to hear why you should vote for us as your Student Council co-presidents next year.
Now, let's kick this into gear.
Both Avery and I have been Student Council members, and we're here to be your helpers. We both want the best experience for your 2019-2020 school year.
Our main goal is to make sure your opinions are heard. Your voice matters, and we are willing to listen to you word for word.
We think it is important to have collaboration and initiative in our community, and with us, you have the opportunity. This year at UAHS, we plan to invoke more unity.
You're so right, Jess. One thing we want to do is keep you informed. In order to do this, we brainstormed. For those who have suggestions, we'll even create a Google form.
Did you forget to do your community service this summer? Well, service hours don't have to be a bummer.
We plan to post service opportunities to Schoology so you never have to worry.
We also want to take on universal issues like saving the planet.
When it comes to plastic waste, we plan to end it. We want to save the turtles just as much as you do, so next year we want to decrease our cafeteria's use of plastic straws.
We both love to help people, and when elected as co-presidents, we want to hear your 2 cents. We want every grade to know they can come to us with suggestions or even just say hello.
Whether you want Gnome Coming Part 2 or you never want it to happen again, Jess and I are here to give you a super high school experience.
Amen. And remember, if you want the best, vote for Aves and Jess.
Now we will move on to all the candidates running for class presidents.
I'm Brooke Yoakam, and I'm excited to be the class of 2020 class president. Next year, we're all going to be seniors and experience a lot of last times. Last football games, last dances, last time walking through these halls. And I, as class president, am going to make sure that we have the best times as a whole senior class. With my experience of being on student council for 2 years and being the CEO of my company Gift Pocket, I feel that I am more than capable of taking on the challenge of class president. As your class president, I will be responsible for running the senior breakfast. My goals for the senior breakfast are to make an experience for all of us seniors to be together and spend quality time with one another. And I would like to implement more class gatherings next year so that we can take a break from our busy lives and spend more time with one another. Furthermore, I and the other class officers will be responsible for planning the class reunions. All I have to say is, you'll want to be there. Once again, I'm so excited to be the 2020 senior class president, and go Bears.
In a hotly contested race for the president of the class of 2021, there are 2 candidates. We will hear first from Deniz Erdal.
Good day, fellow Golden Bears. I stand before you today humbled and honored because it has been my distinct privilege serving you as the class president of the class of 2021. Throughout the first year of being class president, I have met many students with unique backgrounds, problems, and wants. However, I have come to see that there is widespread concern regarding certain issues, such as the new lunch policy, the switch from laptops to iPads, and the lack of adequate parking spaces. Regardless of one's stance on any of these issues, I am certain that every single student will agree with me when I say that our voices have not been heard or listened to. That is why I ask the student body to unite around the strong leadership of a Gold Party class government with myself at the helm. Although I cannot guarantee that we will be able to solve all issues, I can guarantee that we will engage in constructive dialogue with the administration and any other concerned authority to find acceptable solutions to these matters. One of my main goals is making our class government more democratic by allowing students to propose policy measures. This will amplify the voice of the average student and help involve students in the policy-making process. I also strongly believe that we should continue to have referendums on major issues, such as the various dances. Having a referendum helped the class officers determine which options were popular and which options were not. I believe that this increased democratization of our school governance system results in students more actively participating in decision-making. In effect, both of these policies combined lead to increased collective participation. This measure exponentially enhances our ability to better invest in ourselves and this institution, increasing more value for future students. Effectively, a vote for me is a vote for you. One final reason to vote for me is that I have and continue to devote great time and effort into managing this great class. Being the only class officer to have attended every single class officer meeting is a great source of pride for me and stands to show how devoted and passionate I am about this office. Because for me, being president is much more than having a title. Being president is about fighting for what the students want. I am also quite proud to be the only candidate to have previously fought for the students, having collected over 300 signatures in a petition to keep laptops. In conclusion, if you wish for a more democratic system of governance where your voice is heard, then you should vote for me. If you wish to have effective leadership at the level of class government, then you should vote for me. If you wish to have action now, then you should vote for me. If you wish to have a president willing to devote time and effort into the school, then you should vote for me. And above all, if you want to have your voice heard, then you must vote for me and the other Gold Party candidates. Remember, a vote for Deniz is a vote for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Deniz. Now we'd like to invite Peter Mimnaugh to share his speech.
Whoa, don't sneak up on me like that. Hey, sisters. My name is Peter Mimnaugh, and as you can already have assumed, I am running for junior class president. I want the best for the school, and if I am elected president, I will be more than happy to take any suggestions to make the school better and try and make them possible. But I can't stand up here and promise one thing and promise the next thing, promise this, that, and the other thing, because that would make me a liar, and I wouldn't vote for a liar, and you shouldn't either, because I can't guarantee to make these things happen. But any changes that I want or you want for the betterment of the school, I will try. In all honesty, though, junior class officers really have one big job to get done, and that's prom. What I can tell you is that I will try my hardest, through maybe surveys or my own beliefs, to make prom the best it can be. Come on now, you all want me coordinating prom, because I'm a real spontaneous guy. So sisters, I really urge all of you to go out and vote for me, and the rest of the Super Gold Party into office, because you know me, I'm always hungry for those votes. I'm craving those votes right now. I can almost taste them. Now remember, sisters, stay bold. Vote Super Gold.
Whoa. Now that was a good speech. In the class of 2022, two candidates are racing to be your president. First, we will hear from Jackson Hargett.
Hello, my name is Jackson Hargett, and I'm running for class president of the class of 2022, next year's sophomore class. Now, you may be thinking, who's this kid and why would he be a good leader? And to be honest with you, originally I wasn't going to run at all. I thought, though I had thought about it, I didn't really engage until my teacher had recommended me for it because of what she called my leadership skills. I've always been interested in helping out students and connecting with administration and gaining more opportunities. I, as well as I believe the rest of the class of 2022, feel as if we have lost some of these opportunities. That is why I am running on a platform of new student autonomy. I wish to create a weekly poll on Schoology where students can voice their complaints, grievances, and ideas, which the class officers and administration will be able to see and act on. As you may know, sophomore class officers help plan the winter dance and fundraise for other dances. I wish to create two different polls for students to be able to vote in for the theme of the dance. The first poll will be for the general suggestions, and the second one will be for the top 5 students' choices to be voted on. This will allow students to vote for their second choice if their first one doesn't get through. Thank you very much for voting, and remember to vote for Jackson Hargett so we can gain the opportunities we deserve.
Thanks, Jackson. The second candidate is Hayden Kegg.
Hello, my name is Hayden Kegg, and I am here today to present myself as a candidate for the president of the class of 2022. As your representative, I will be a tangible voice for the issues that matter to our class. I will work hard to listen to your suggestions and advocate for your ideas. I have served in various leadership roles, including student council and the Jones Middle School mentor program, 2 years. I have been recognized by both my peers and teachers for these skills, most recently being awarded the 2018 Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award. We will be the first class to graduate from the Upper Arlington High School. Together, we have an opportunity to influence decisions on how the new school will be, what programs and amenities will be offered. Planning for that new environment starts today. I want to make sure your ideas and your opinions and ideas are heard as decisions are being made. I want to be your voice. I would appreciate your vote for president. Thank you.
Now we will move on to the vice president candidates.
Brooke Dewalt is running an uncontested race for vice president for the class of 2020. Brooke, please share your ideas for next year.
Hi, my name is Brooke Dewalt, and I am running for senior class vice president. I'm currently junior class vice president, and previously I was sophomore class secretary. Being a class officer these past 2 years has given me the experience necessary to run again for the senior class. I'm organized, hardworking, and detail-oriented, along with being involved with cheerleading and volunteer work outside of school. I would like to get more involved with the UAHS community and with the class of 2020 by doing different projects and activities. I look forward to sharing my new ideas with fellow officers, as well as planning senior breakfast, graduation, and future reunions, especially after planning the 2019 prom and the 2018 winter dance. I'd like to introduce new ideas to make the high school more interactive for the students and activities exciting for everyone. Please vote for me for the class of 2020 vice president. Thank you.
There are 3 candidates for vice president of the class of 2021.
Let's hear first from Garrett Alderman.
What up, Bears? It's time to vote, and you need to make the right decision. If you didn't already know, I'm running for the position of junior class vice president. I want to give you the best year next year, but we know the junior class focuses on planning of prom. Myself, Peter, Shea, and Quinlan want to give you guys the best dance possible for next year. By electing us, we will listen to your suggestions and ideas to make prom great for next year. I'll do the best to bring all I've got to the table to make the class of 2021 happy, because that is what we care about, all the well-being of you guys. The overall happiness of our class is what I care about, and I want that to be at an all-time high. I'll be open to any suggestions to make everyone enjoy next year. All of our creativity together can create a really good class office group for next year. And Bears, you should be excited. Along with prom, we will come up with other ideas to make this a better school. We all hope for great success. Let's go Bears, and let's get this going. Vote for me, and all of your wildest dreams will come true. I thank you for your time, and remember, stay classy, Upper Arlington.
Thank you, Garrett.
Now we'd like to invite Josh Shepard to deliver his speech.
Hello, I am Josh Shepard, and I'm your current vice president, and I'm running for re-election. Even though I'm almost certainly going to lose, I'm going to try and convince you to vote for me. You should vote for me because I will single-handedly make sure everyone gets a laptop if wanted, and they can also have iPads. On both devices, I will single-handedly unblock Minecraft and Club Penguin. Second, I will single-handedly make sure every student has access to a parking spot within feet of the school, along with free Uber to any student, anytime, anywhere. I will single-handedly make school shorter, start earlier, and I will get us recess. Another thing, I'm a natural-born leader. That's why I was the captain of the JVB soccer team as a sophomore. To conclude, I will say this. If you're not going to vote for me, I understand. But if you do, that's good too.
Thirdly, we will hear from Ben Underwood.
Good morning, Bears. It's my honor to stand before you today because it's my distinct privilege to be running to be the vice president of the class of 2021. I represent the Greater Organization for Leadership and Democracy, also known as the Gold Party. I was nominated by the party's massive member base to be the candidate for the vice presidency. On the campaign trail, I've met dozens of students longing for change. There are issues pressing upon us that need to be solved. I want to improve our great school, but I can't do it without you. That's why I'm asking for your vote. However, before I discuss my stance on issues, I'd like to take a moment to thank the Kickin' It Live staff for putting on these speeches. My grassroots campaign is based upon several core issues. One such platform is student input. I can assure you that under an Underwood administration, your voice will be heard. Your feedback, your wants, and your desires will serve as the basis of my policy. So here's the plan. Within its first 100 days, my administration will establish an aggressive and a very thorough policy to routinely send the student body optional surveys. These surveys will provide means for the average student to have a voice heard in the government. This will amplify the voice of the average student. So then my second key policy area is fighting to maintain student rights. This includes issues such as fixing the horrendous student parking situation caused by the construction of the new school and also maintaining our laptops. But realistically, I obviously cannot guarantee to solve these issues, but let's be real, nor can anyone else, so I think I'm a pretty good bet. What I can guarantee is that I will engage in constructive dialogue to take strides to fix these problems. In summary, I, Ben Underwood, am asking for your vote for the vice presidency for the class of 2021. I also encourage you to vote for the other Gold Party candidates. Thank you.
Moving on to the class of 2022, Eliza Wunderlich will be your class vice president. Eliza, please share your ideas.
Hey everyone, my name is Eliza Wunderlich, and I'm running for Vice President of the Class of 2022. In past elections, I noticed that the candidate usually only represented a set part of the high school population, no shade. And I think that having someone in office that can represent many different areas would really benefit the Class of 2022. As Vice President, I would provide a perspective connecting all different areas of the school. As someone who ran cross country and is running a half marathon in 9 days, I understand the importance of teamwork and the dedication and hard work it takes to be a successful student athlete. As a musician who participated in band, choir, and orchestra over the years, who is currently in orchestra and women's glee, and been in all middle school and high school musicals possible, including Mamma Mia, I understand the passion for music and how much our musicians here at UAHS strive for excellence. As a member of mock trial, I understand how much time commitment after-school clubs and activities can be. In the past, I've run for president and been part of the student body council, so I can really comprehend the responsibilities of being a class officer. Needless to say, I know it's very challenging to balance school, homework, sports, clubs, and family responsibilities. It's my goal to help the sophomore class as a whole, hopefully making it easier to balance it all. Thanks so much for your support as your Vice President of Class 2022.
Now we're going to hear from our candidates for the office of secretary. Representing the class of 2020, Riley Kuehn will give her speech.
Hi, my name is Riley Kuehn, and I'm running for secretary for the class of 2020. I'm a part of the basketball and lacrosse teams here at the high school, and I feel that I can serve our class well, as I am very hardworking, organized, open-minded, and detail-oriented, which are all skills that will help me in putting together and communicating our class activities. Next year will be a big year of transition for all of us as we finish up our high school careers and move on to the next phases of our lives in college or elsewhere. There will also be a lot of change with the construction going on, which is likely to cause inconveniences, but we will be able to have a great year through it all. Beyond our normal senior breakfast, various graduation activities, and future class reunions, I hope to work with the other officers to plan various fun and exciting events throughout the year. These could include a class barbecue in the fall, as well as a day of giving where we would take a school day to participate in fun activities with food and performances while raising money for our community. Thank you, and I hope to earn your vote for the secretary to make our senior year as special and memorable as possible.
For the class of 2021, there are 2 candidates for class secretary. We'd like to invite Shea Keethler to share his speech.
Hey there, Bears. I'm Shea Keethler, and just wanted to let you know I'm running for junior class secretary this year. I want this position because I want the best for our school. I also enjoy taking suggestions from fellow classmates. Last year, as our class secretary, I learned a lot about how much work actually goes into planning something like the winter dance. If I'm elected, I hope to use what I've learned from my prior experiences last year to make prom great. I want to make it so dinner and dance are the best part of the night, and not just something you go to because everybody else does. Also, I wanted to say something before I go, that this is our class. What I mean by that is, if I'm elected, I want you to come give me feedback whenever you can. I want your constructive criticism because it will be the easiest way for me to improve our school. So here we go, Bears. You know you want it. Vote Shea Keethler for junior class secretary.
The second candidate is Emma Wang.
Fellow students of the class of 2021, many of you may know me as Emma Wang. This year, I'm running for the office of secretary, and I hope that you will all give me a chance to be a part of your class office. As a member of the Gold Party, I am confident that I will be able to provide you all with proper leadership. One of the major roles I can play as a junior in your class office is to improve your experience at prom. Some of the complaints I've heard about the experience from others include lukewarm food, not enough tables for everyone, and a very costly admission, even for those who don't want to eat at the convention center. So, who can we all look at to solve this problem for next year? Well, at first glance, it might seem pretty complicated, but when we dig deeper and examine this issue more closely, the answer is very, very simple. We can see that the word prom has 4 letters. What else is 4 letters, you may ask? Well, my friend, the answer is simple. Cans. Soup cans, tuna cans, tomato cans, soda cans. Soda is also known to be very, very unhealthy. For what reason? Soda contains a lot of sugar. Well, sugar just happens to be made of sucrose, which has a molecular formula of C6H12O6, CHO. What are some other words that start with these 3 letters? Chester and Mount Holyoke. Then what about the letter O, you ask? Well, if we draw a circle between those 2 roads, then we can see that the circle lands right above our high school. Who goes to Upper Arlington High School and can make prom really sweet? You are absolutely correct, my friends. Vote Emma Wang for secretary. Ultimately, this election comes down to our core values as Golden Bears. These are troubling times, and we need to elect a true leader to run the junior class government. As I always say, live hard, ride fast, serve, lead, succeed. Thank you.
So my name is Charlie, and you know how many letters are in the name Charlie? 7. You know what also has 7 letters in it?
Kendall.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Kendall Crotty will be representing the class of 2022 as secretary. Kendall, please share your thoughts.
Hi, my name is Kendall Crotty, and I am running for class secretary for the class of 2022. I have been in student council since 6th grade, and I have always had a big interest in politics. I want to be given the opportunity to be the voice of students. If I was secretary, then I would try and focus on creating more connections for the high school with local businesses. I would like to create a big sense of community for UAHS and the city of Upper Arlington. I would like to invite nonprofits and shops to come in and show the opportunities that students have to get jobs and volunteer there. I would work hard to make winter formal the best experience for everyone by creating an interesting theme for everyone to get excited about. I will work hard for you, UA, and I will help in any way I can. I hope to get your vote for class secretary. Vote Kendall Crotty and don't throw away your shot.
Finally, we'd like to invite up the candidates running for class treasurer.
Hello, class of 2020. I'm back for another speech. Today, I will tell you why you should vote for your incumbent. First, it takes a lot of responsibility to be a class treasurer. As treasurer, I'll be in charge of planning our senior breakfast, graduation, and future class reunions. I have already proven I'm capable of leading, from being a JV track captain, serving as a 6th grade camp counselor, and coaching my own Lego robotics team. In the summer, I'm responsible for saving lives every day at the UA pools. I am an active member of my church and have performed community service across the United States. Remember to vote for Favret.
The class of 2021 has 2 candidates running for treasurer. Ryan Huntley will now deliver his speech.
Students, classmates, members of the class of 2021, I stand before you today with the honor and privilege of asking that each of you cast your votes today to elect me to the office of class treasurer. As the body of students charged with selecting the candidates who are most willing and able to act as an effective administration, it is vital that you cast your votes for a candidate who will truly take it upon themselves to better the class government and the powerful student voices it is assembled to represent. As a member of the greater Organization for Leadership and Democracy, the Gold Party, the only school-sanctioned political party operating at Upper Arlington High School, I am just such a candidate. Established earlier this year with the aim of fostering student involvement in class government and of increasing the democratization of policymaking and school operation through changes such as those I intend to enact, including referendums on important issues such as dance themes and more frequent direct student-staff dialogue. The Gold Party is a stronghold of dedication to the operation of a strong, effective, and truly invested class government. It is imperative that you select candidates whose commitment to government beyond their election is strong. And being a member of an organization dedicated to stronger effort by the class officers, I assure you that my dedication to making our class government a true representation of your powerful voices is as great as your desire to be heard. As I strive to represent each and every one of you in bridging the gap in dialogue between students and staff, I know that there are many issues on which your opinions are strong, the loss of senior parking and the planning of prom, to name only 2. It is the role of a strong class government to enact policy to satisfy the desires of both the student body and the administration. A heavy responsibility, rightly placed only on an individual such as I, whose commitment to class government and whose academic success constitute a fully qualified class treasurer.
Thanks, Ryan. The second candidate is Quinlan Sherrill.
What's up, UA? Well, while I'm getting some airtime, hi, Aurora! She's my sister, bro. Also, I'd just like to say that since I'm running for treasurer, I know, surprise, surprise, someone actually got me to run. But if the students of UA want to be able to talk about prom last night, like, dude, last night, bro, prom, straight whack. You should probably vote for me. I might mess around a lot, but when it comes down to it, I'll make sure next year's prom is the best dance you'll ever go to. I would be a fantastic treasurer because I like people. And as many of you know, I'm a big extrovert, and during class, I may not talk when I'm supposed to, but at least I'm including people and having fun. And that's what's most important, having fun. So, if you actually want to have a good prom next year to make it worth the $70 tickets, may I remind you, I'm your best bet because I want what you guys want at your dance, and I will make sure, as best as I can, to spend money on what you actually want, like good food and drinks, like yee-hee juice. Maybe you want some entertainment, so I'll make sure to get the horses in the back. Make it right, make the right choice, and keep it quirky, UA.
The class treasurer for the class of 2022 is Nathan Varda. Nathan, please share your speech.
Classmates and friends, good morning. My name, if you somehow don't know it yet, is Nathan Varda, and I'm running for treasurer for the class of 2022. As you may already know, I am running unopposed. This doesn't, however, mean that I don't want your support, and I won't be accountable to you, the class electorate. I want you all to know that as class treasurer, I will be responsible, knowledgeable, and trustworthy. I want your input, and I want you to know that I will listen to and respect all of your concerns. As treasurer, I will raise and responsibly spend the money at my disposal to make our class dances and events as fun and as memorable as they can possibly be. Perhaps, if there's enough money in the budget, we can implement other programs or events in the future if all goes well. In closing, I want you all to know that as treasurer, I will be somebody who has your best interests in mind, somebody who you can trust, and somebody who you know is responsible and will hold themselves accountable. And above all, I will be the best treasurer that this class could ask for. Thank you for your attention and have a fantastic day.
Outstanding job, candidates. Students, please take out your laptops and log into Schoology.
Find the group for your class. For example, class of 2020, class of 2021, class of 2022. You should see a link for the 2019-2020 class officer ballot. You must be logged into your UA Schools account to cast the ballot. The link will be open until the end of first period. Officers will be announced on Kickin' It on Friday, May 3rd.
Good luck, candidates. If you are interested in running as a student council rep next year, you must attend an informational meeting after school on Monday, May 6th in room 211.
We
love you all.
Yes.
Have a beautiful day, Bears.